Hey, what's going on, guys? Astil here. I'm back with another episode of the Behind the Scenes podcast today. In today's podcast, I'm bringing a guest for today's unique podcast today. And that's one of my fellow clubmates from the Coast Club that I've been joining. It's Kenji.
Hello, everybody. It is me, yet again.
What do you mean here again? Sure? It's your first time.
Well, technically my first time in the podcast, but not my first time in the overall channel, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, so in today's video today, we're going to be talking about the progress of the last year when we talked about the last time of the F2P account starting point, where I talked about the plans during the winter break of actually doing an F2P and streaming on the normal end on YouTube. Well, can you tell us the experience of when I was doing the F2P streams? How do you feel about them, Kenji?
Well, naturally, you kind of fell out of place because you were used to more quick-paced cars, of course. But now that you know the majority of the things in regards to the game, like the ins and outs and degrees and everything else, you should be able to take advantage out of everything else early on. Like how to take advantage of the cars at the beginning, save up for the correct amount of blueprints to make progression, and get a hold of everything that you didn't get a chance to whenever you first started playing Asphalt Legends.
Basically, yeah. But there are some issues within that F2P stream, and I will say right now that ever since winter break was gone, I didn't have a lot of time to consider doing F2P streams anymore, so I'm basically putting that aside for a little bit later once I have a lot more time to deal with that. But as for now, if you guys don't know, I've been starting to dual stream ever since around, I don't remember when I did start the dual streaming, but do you remember, Kenny?
It was a little after the New Year's, if I believe correctly. Like, maybe about the second week of January? That's when you started doing dual streaming. At least, try to see if it would work both on Twitch and YouTube. Well, the first it was rocky, but after a while, you got everything together. Well, technically, things are still rocky for you to getting used to how, Twitch works, where their channel works, but it seems to be working out pretty well so far.
Ah, I see. So...
Well...
Okay. Because I do remember...
Aside from a few rough bumps, for example, the chat for some reason being exclusive to Twitch, but oh well, you managed to get that fixed.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, I've been starting the dual streaming, starting on basically around the 14th or the 15th, I don't know, but the 14th basically. So around there was the first time I came back to Twitch. Personally, I felt like it was such a really, really, really refreshing experience going back to Twitch, feeling like that I can be able to stream normally on Twitch again, But I don't know about the policies of Twitch nowadays when I came back around that time, but I'm keeping my hopes up that Twitch won't ban me. Hopefully not, I'm not too sure. But as long as I don't touch the affiliate. Right, Kenny?
Indeed, because Twitch, if you guys don't know, Twitch has some sort of exclusivity thing whenever a streamer reaches a certain milestone, or which they're confined to the binds of Twitch, and they're only allowed to stream on Twitch from there on. I'm not sure if there's really any punishment if you try dual streaming through other platforms, but let's avoid getting to that, Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, basically. So after the recent dual streaming announcements, I've been also having plans to also bring more guests in, because some of you guys on the mainstream channel wants to feel the experience of how it feels to actually have fun, right? Because Asphalt Legends is known to be a more of a really grindy game and very time consuming when it comes to patience. So in my personal opinion, this actually enhances their experiences of playing together along with a streamer. So that way they have more interactions with a streamer, basically. So yeah, but not only that, I've been also planning on actually doing some Twitch exclusive live streams that are only available on Twitch. So there will be some plans for that as well. I'm not too sure when I will start, but I will plan that as soon as possible. So expect me to be a bit more active on there, basically. So once again, what do you think of me going back to Twitch, Ken?
It is like almost like a welcome back, but also starting new fresh, because from what I remember, you did some pretty different stuff from when you first started streaming on Twitch, from what I've explored on your channel. So this will be some this will be refreshing from the old viewers back then, but also pretty damn interesting for the new viewers that are coming in from YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much. So I might do like some speed runs, some gacha gameplays like the new Arc Knight Enfield, and maybe do a Night Abyss as well. Not too sure. Might also go back to Genshin. I don't know. Might go to Wuwa and actually start properly. I don't know. Might go back to Strinova. I don't know. There are many possibilities,
I mean,
man.
the difference is, at the very least, you probably have people that are come to join in, because gacha games, although, can be, pretty. What's the right word? Involving, or maybe like immersive in a way. Sometimes it can get a little bit stale if you're playing by yourself for a long period of time.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Sure,
true.
being able to interact with the chat makes a little bit of a difference, but I believe having somebody to play with alongside you, to experience the game with you, makes a huge difference whenever you're thinking of, spending time in the game.
That is true. Very true, to be honest. So, once again, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are at the end of this video, the final products are basically completed. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks again, Kenji, for coming around with us on this wonderful podcast today.
Thank you for inviting me. Always a pleasure to make your claims.
Of course. So, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to tune in my live stream today. But if I upload it really late today, just expect it to be there on my mainstream channel. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.